Good afternoon. Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. To reflect the many cultures of the Northland Pioneer College community, our graduates would like to welcome you in each of the 5 languages widely used by our communities. Our greeters are Lance Quitzcueva, Mercedes Febach, Carolyn Javier, Jenia James, and Danica Lobaton. Lance?
Lamat Tawan Sapte Kwakwai Sosium Akita 44th Northland Pioneer College Tutukai Ukipit Oi Kwakwai Sosium Inumum Yakuya Yapya Sangwang 2018 Epe.
Hola, hola, buenas tardes y bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación anual 44 de Northland Pioneer College. Felicitamos a la clase de graduación de 2018.
There, Ashmoka Kurasan Kai, 44th Northern Pioneer College commitments here. The 2018 Associates Kai Bahause.
Yat Trahasinko di Qua ba Atlasit Lingi di Disdin do ba Andi Gone Northland Pioneer College and the Iltrako ba Etlahnitle. Di Nakidemil do ba an Sebi Ata Goyos Katligi ba Hajongo do Niketlingo Nalsos Bay Eho Zinigi de Silva.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 44th Northland Pioneer College Commencement Ceremony. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2018.
Good afternoon. I'm Mark Vest, Vice President for Learning and Student Services at the college and your host for today. Please take a moment to turn off any cell phones and pagers. We have monitors in the lobby for those who need to leave the auditorium during the ceremony. In consideration of those around you, crying children, like good intentions, should be carried out. Thank you. A quick note about photography. Please do not approach the stage to take photographs during the ceremony. This will block fire exits and violate fire code. You will have the opportunity after the commencement ceremony to take pictures both on and off the stage. I would like to recognize and thank parents, family members, significant others, and loved ones in attendance today. Your support and encouragement of our students is invaluable. I would like to recognize and thank the Northland Pioneer College faculty who are here today. They have dedicated their careers to helping members of our communities achieve their dreams. I would also like to thank the college support and administrative staff, over 60 of whom are working today to make commencement happen. I would single out Colleen Riedel, who as commencement coordinator makes this whole event work. With us today on the stage are the district governing board, the college administration, and our 5 honor graduates. With us, we have Dr. Gene Swarthout, President, Northland Pioneer College. Dr. Jonathan Cassie, Director of Innovation at TVT Community Day School and our keynote speaker. Mr. Frank Lucero, Chairman of the District Governing Board. Mr. Derek Leslie, District Governing Board Member. Mr. James Madison, District Governing Board Member. On our second row, our honor graduates. Ms. Madison St. Hilaire, Outstanding Graduate, Associate of Arts. Mr. Quidi Aguilar, Outstanding Graduate, Associate of Business. Ms. Mercedes Febach, Outstanding Graduate, Associate of Science. Ms. Marletha Ann Ballou, Outstanding Graduate, Associate of General Studies. Ms. Pamela A. Dominguez, Outstanding Graduate for the second time, Associate of Applied Science. On our third row, Mr. Jeremy Razor, Director of Enrollment Services. Mr. Philip Way, Chief Information Officer at the college. Ms. Madaria Ellison, Chief Business Officer at the college. And Professor Tracy Chase, representative of the Northland Pioneer College Faculty Association. In the audience with us today, we have Ms. Jalen Gerlach, Superintendent of Navajo County Schools. Mr. Dan Hute, Superintendent of Sanders Unified School District. And Ms. Janice Lucero, wife of Board Member Frank Lucero. Now, I'm going to go off script for a moment, and if I'm still alive after I do this, I will continue to be your MC. Dr. Jean Swarthout is retiring at the end of June after 11 years serving as Northland Pioneer College's 7th president and first female president. She joined the college as Dean of Liberal Arts in 2001 and was appointed Vice President for Learning in 2003. She had previously served in academic and leadership roles at New Mexico State University, Northern Arizona University, the University of Phoenix, and Arizona State. She is also one of the original executive board members of the Arizona Women in Higher Education Network. Raised in Phoenix, President Swarthout pursued a career in archaeology, working with the Museum of Northern Arizona, ASU, and New Mexico State, on multiple field studies in Arizona and the Southwest. She also had the opportunity to share her passion for anthropology and archaeology and lifelong learning, providing instruction in cultural anthropology and women's studies with the purpose of challenging stereotypical concepts and thinking, utilizing technological innovation for course and program delivery. In her time as president of Northland Pioneer, she has guided the college through a financial and state budget crisis, spearheaded a 10-year accreditation review whose reviewing team called NPC a jewel in the wilderness, and provided fearless higher education leadership at the state legislative level. She has also led by example, routinely exemplifying a deep care of and respect for students and employees alike. If her goal was to leave NPC in a far better place than she found it, she has indeed succeeded. She has also continually served higher education at a regional and national level. Her leadership in the work of the Higher Learning Commission and assessment of student learning has enhanced the understanding of accreditation and institutional effectiveness across the state and region. Through many seminars and workshops, she has helped colleges and individuals throughout Arizona gain a clear understanding of how to demonstrate excellence in higher ed. Finally, Dr. Swarthout not only serves the higher education community, but also her local communities at large. As board chair of the Friends of the Petrified Forest, on the leadership team for the United Way of Northern Arizona, the Arizona Commerce Authority Board, and as chair of the Arizona Community College Coordinating Council. On June 1st, she will be honored at the annual Arizona Women in Higher Education Conference as the 2018 Woman of the Year. Would you please rise and join me in thanking Dr. Swarthout for a lifetime of service to the people of the American Southwest. Thank you. Dr. Jonathan Cassie is the Director of Innovation at TVT Community Day School in Irvine, California. In a 20-year career, he has served as a teacher and administrator at schools that serve students ranging from pre-kindergarten to grade 12. Over the course of the last 20 years, Dr. Cassie has been witness to dramatic change in the culture of schools and the art and science of teaching. Moreover, he has observed that as teaching has changed, learning has changed even more. A playful approach to learning, in his estimation, is the only way to effectively prepare for the 21st century. In addition to his teaching and innovation duties, Dr. Cassie writes extensively on game-based learning and gamified instruction, and presents on these topics and others at conferences around the world. His book, Level Up Your Classroom, was published in 2016. Today, graduates, Dr. Cassie is delivering your charge. Dr. Cassie?
Good afternoon. What an honor it is to be with you this afternoon as you celebrate one of the great remaining rites of passage that exist in American life, the college commencement ceremony. I'm grateful for the opportunity to celebrate with you and to share some thoughts that I hope will give you some perspective on what your commencement could mean, not just to you, but to all of us here. I've been an educator for my entire career, in which time I've taught kindergarten students, university students, and everyone in between. Of late, I've come to the realization that the students that I taught early in my career are now approaching their 40th birthdays, which has given me a great deal of pause. White hair notwithstanding, surely I cannot be so old as to have taught students who are going to be 40. But that thought led me even more to a more properly sobering realization. Consider this. A child born this year in 2018, who lives a reasonably lucky life, will still be alive at the age of 82 in the year 2100. Indeed, there are probably millions of people across the globe right now who will be alive at the dawn of the 22nd century. We can't say what they'll be doing with their time, of course. The future's secrets are the future's to reveal. What we can say is that they will have lived through the better part of the 21st century, shaping that future based on their values and perspectives, and most importantly for our purposes, what you have taught them. It may not have occurred to you, given all the nonsense that's thrown at members of Generation X and millennials, but this century is, for all intents and purposes, ours to master and shape. That 82-year-old grandmother of the year 2100, who even as we speak as an infant somewhere, may be crying in this room. That infant grandmother is your responsibility. Her destiny belongs to each of you. Now, from my vantage point here in Generation X, the rap on millennials, narcissistic, life-obsessed, screen-addicted, shiftless, lazy, coddled, fragile, shallow, nonsense. It's ridiculous. Look around you and consider what you've accomplished so far in your lives. Reflect on the triumphs you've had and the reversals you've had to overcome to get to this place. Each of you has a story, a unique story, a story that is unlike any in the library of human stories that goes back before recorded history. You've taken a careful look at the world that you're inheriting, and your actions show that you're asking good questions about this world. Why are millions of Americans still educated like it's still the Garfield administration? For those of you keeping score, that's 1881. Why have so many of my fellow Americans graduated from high school without the skills and ability to get to a day like this one for themselves? How are we going to balance living in a world of rapid change with our soul's need to build lives of meaning and dignity? Why do people by the tens of millions in industrialized societies resist critical thinking, believe what is demonstrably false, reject reason, and set their life course based on magical thinking? What are we going to do to shape the world of 2100 for the better? Now, this may all seem a little daunting. It might seem like a hill that is actually more of a mountain, maybe one that's too tall to climb. But to that I say, don't be ridiculous. I believe that we are, in fact, at the dawn of a golden age for all humankind. If only we have the courage to seize the opportunities right in front of us that look, perhaps from our perspective here in 2018, a bit more like Mount Everest. We live in an age of what I have taken to calling the transformative now, by which I mean a world of rapid, seemingly daily change that can nonetheless be shaped by the efforts of those who commit themselves to taking the long view and doing the hard work of shaping. So what do you need to do to become a shaper of the transformative now? Would it surprise you to learn that much of what you need to know, you probably already know, particularly if you play games? When I'm not teaching, I'm gaming. I wrote a book in 2016, as Mark referenced, about using what makes games great to make teaching and learning even greater. And I suspect many, if not most of you graduates, play games on your phones and tablets, your Wiis and Xboxes, PS4s and PCs. Maybe some of you are, like me, players of tabletop board games and role-playing games as well as video games. Either way, and regardless of anything else that you think might separate you from your fellow classmates, if you play any kind of game, you've got the tools you need to change the world. What do games teach us about the skills you need to master and shape the 21st century? 5 things, I think. Level 1, level up. One of the most important things games teach us is the immeasurable benefit of sticking to something once you've started it and learning as you go. We've all been first level at something, whether it's writing an essay, playing soccer, or executing a perfect Pikachu greenhouse combo. By design, games help you master first level things first, before you get to second level and so on, introducing more complex skills just as you've developed the mastery of previous skills. A game doesn't expect you to master everything at once, nor does it expect you to be good at the hardest things first. It does, however, expect you to be resilient. You're going to have setbacks on the road to victory. Those setbacks are going to be the most important benefits you'll ever get on the road to full mastery. So commit to leveling up your life one level at a time, and don't ever think you've reached max level. No such thing. There's always new challenges. Level 2, build teams based on merit. Games remind us of the utopian world we're building right now in the story of our human species. Games offer just about the only utopian space we've ever created in our human journey, at least so far. Because remember, games don't care about gender or sexuality or race or religion, national origin, language, anything else. Games care about how well you play the game. They're about merit. Surround yourself with great people who merit your attention and who deserve, by virtue of their shared commitment to merit above all else, to be on your team. Don't spend time with haters. Keep them this far away from you. Yeah, right? No one's got time for that. Level 3, take risks. Here are some things I think are likely to come to pass during your lifetimes and perhaps even during mine. Commercially viable fusion power, direct brain software interfaces, completely personalized education, a space elevator, the cure for most disease through genetic editing, orbital travel that's no more surprising or expensive than flying from Los Angeles to Singapore, and virtual environments that will rival Ready Player One's Oasis. None of these are going to be brought about by timid people. Those people who are driven to accomplish these kinds of extraordinary feats are not fading flowers. They've learned one of the critical lessons that playing games teaches. Sometimes a move that seems crazy, outlandish, ridiculous, that's exactly the right move to win. Develop your ability to see those patterns and learn to trust the innermost voice that's telling you to go left when everyone else is going right. Level 4, find your flow. You've all had that experience of losing track of time when you've been really immersed in something that's kind of cool, right? Psychologists call that experience flow. Most important thing that you can find. Because if you can find it and drop yourself into that flow state, when you do, you'll know you found your calling. Don't devalue it. If you work in your flow state, you're going to make intuitive leaps that will blow your mind. You'll discover solutions to problems you didn't even know you were contemplating. It's the place where you can make radical connections and see patterns that no one else has seen previously. Look for it, and when you find it, lean into it. Level 5, boss level. Get playful and stay there. Why? Because the world you're graduating into is imperfect. I think we can all take that as a given. Games teach us that regardless of how difficult the road ahead is, though, the best way to approach it is with a joyful and playful heart. A playful spirit keeps the mind flexible. It fights despair, helps us put both success and failure in its appropriate context. Savor your wins and learn from them. From your defeats, learn more still. But don't let them break you. We need you. You're too important. Reflect and draw conclusions. Proceed to what is next. And be mindful that, as the sage Rabbi Tarfon taught, you are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to desist from it. Perhaps it's best to consider the words of the Beatles. All you need is love. Or the sentiment of Burt Bacharach and Hal David, who reminded us that what the world needs now is love, sweet love. Now, love is certainly something we need more of in this world. Go out into the world with a playful, loving heart and take pleasure in how awesome and bizarre and glorious and cool the world is. Perhaps better still, the advice of one of our great wisdom teachers, Gandalf the Grey. Quoting now from the Fellowship of the Ring, "I wish it need not have happened in my time," said Frodo. "So do I," said Gandalf, "and so do all of us who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us." Before you stretches the as yet unmade 21st century. Direct the work of your hands, mind, and heart towards making it a place worthy of that infant grandmother who's with us today. Level up your skills, keep your focus on flow, defeat the bosses that present themselves in front of you. Do this, and when that grandmother reflects back on her life, she will remark, "For me, they built this utopia. For me, they built this world of plenty, this world of wonder." Thank you. And once again, congratulations. Thank you.
So, Dr. Cassie, I think it's fitting that I talked to our metal art students, who some of you may know make weapons and armor, and they decided to leave you today with your own helmet and shield that you can take with you in your journey through education.
Thank you so
it's
much.
A little heavy, but
Yeah.
there you go.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thanks again.
Thanks. Congratulations.
We shall now hear from our outstanding graduates, one at a time. Our first outstanding graduate, Associate of Arts, Miss Madison St. Hilaire. Madison?
Hello. As stated, I'm Madison. And first of all, congratulations to all of the NPC graduates. Awesome job, guys. I'm standing up here because I've earned an Outstanding Graduate Award. To be honest, when they first asked me to give a speech, I was honored, but at the same time, I thought, this could be kind of cheesy. I had one of those stereotypical graduation speeches in my head, you know, the type you see in the movies, where the student gets emotional and thanks their parents and professors for all of their support and encouragement, and then ends with a few tears, and we did it, everybody. I wondered if anybody would even listen to this random girl talking for 3 minutes. But then I realized that I have 3 minutes to speak to these people. And maybe in these 3 minutes, I can actually make an impact in someone's life. We're here because of education, and that's what education is ultimately about anyway, right? Making an impact. Whether that's as an individual, college faculty, a group of professionals, or even as a family or community of friends. We all have the ability to make a positive impact. Education comes in many forms, and it helps us make that impact because the process of acquiring knowledge and developing powers of reasoning and judgment opens the door to opportunity and allows us to grow, which allows us to impact people in a more powerful way. I was advised to present a commemorative speech today, so I decided to commemorate all of you as people. People who will hopefully leave this building feeling inspired to do something and to make that impact. Did you know that the slowest speed that information passes around the human brain is approximately 260 miles per hour? 260 miles per hour. That's about 4 times as fast as a cheetah, the fastest land animal in the world. Further, there are 2,500,000 gigabytes of storage space in your brain. The top-of-the-line iPhone has 256. And to think I miss my flip phone sometimes. People are awesome. You're awesome. And don't forget it. Oh, also, Albert Einstein, that theoretical physicist who developed the theory of relativity and is pretty much considered a genius. Well, his brain weighed about 2.7 pounds, which is about 10% less than the average brain. So you're already ahead of the game. Anyway, if I have learned one thing over 9 semesters at NPC, it is that everyone has their individual purpose. Talk about diversity. I know I ventured into that semi-cheesy speech, but seriously, embrace your uniqueness and use it to empower your abilities. I began NPC in Children's Theater Camp, worked through chemistry, history, marketing classes, business law classes, and I ended in the ceramics studio. When I sent my NPC transcripts to be evaluated to transfer, they told me they had never seen transcripts that started when the student was 9 years old. But hey, I was proud to have the, as they called it, crucial and very important role as dog number 2 in the NPC production of the Aristocats. Yes, number 2. I've seen many different personalities and met many unique people. Each of us as humans have phenomenal capabilities. Do you realize that hundreds of different things are happening simultaneously in your body at this very moment? From the cellular level to blinking your eyes, you are a master at multitasking. That's just the beginning, though. You also have passions, skills, tastes, dislikes, desires, talents, and more. I would just like to say, use them, embrace them, and do something with them. I'd like to leave you with a few things. Don't stifle your creativity and your ideas, even if to some they sound crazy. Do ambiguously make something of them and wake up each day with vigor to accomplish. Do work towards your goals and be the best person you can be. And don't forget about other people along the way and give a helping hand whenever possible. Because no matter how tough things are, and I know life can be tough and be a struggle, someone is going through something just as bad, if not worse, than you are. When you're at the top, however, and you feel like you're on cloud 9, please don't forget to look around you and be there for the people who need you. Remember, people really do make the world go round, and making an impact in someone's life is always an option. Thank you, and God bless.
Madison, as a token of the college's appreciation for your efforts, we'd like to present you with this crystal NPC eagle. Next, we shall hear from Mr. Quiti Aguilar, Outstanding Graduate Associate of Business. Quiti?
It's an honor to be given the opportunity to speak in front of so many great people. I would like to begin by thanking the commencement organizers, the graduates and their guests, the professors, and the administrators. About 3 years ago, I was inspired by somebody. This person was already on the way to bigger and better things. In so many ways, this person told me that I was wasting my time, that I needed to enroll in college. Because after all, if she could do it, I could too. After the 2015 spring semester, my younger sister, Elizabeth Trujillo, she graduated from Estrella Mountain Community College. By that time, I had just finished my second semester here at MPC. And by that time, I actually began to return the favor. Now, she too was proud of me. Sister, thank you for giving me that push in the right direction, because I was wasting my time. And here I am now, surrounded by graduates that at some point also made that great decision to enroll at Northland Pioneer College. During my time here at MPC, I met students that made me a better pupil because of how competitive they were in the classroom. I also met a group of selfless students that joined me in the Student Government Association, and together we volunteered our time to projects that benefited others. I also had the privilege of meeting many professors that enriched my knowledge of the world around me. Several of them are worthy of one day being given an SGA Professor of the Year award. Several of them also helped me with my letters of recommendations for scholarships and to get into certain prestigious organizations. So I'm very thankful for that. I'd like to give credit to the advisors at the White Mountain campus for suggesting that I apply for the All Arizona Academic Scholarship. And I really, really appreciate that. It's a game changer for me. All of you have helped me get to this point, and I am grateful. Finally, I want to thank my family, those that are watching on the live stream on Facebook, and those that are here with me today. My mother, Sylvia, my sister, Elizabeth, my brother, Carlos, and my sister who's watching on Facebook. She gave up her ticket in order to babysit so that these people could attend, and I appreciate that. And my daughters, Vanessa and Jessica, it's because of you that I try so hard to do my best at everything I do. I love you. Thank you, everybody.
Queedy, as a token of the college's appreciation for your hard work, we'd like to present you with this Crystal NPC Eagle. Our next speaker, the outstanding graduate and associate of science, Ms. Mercedes Febach. Mercedes?
Thank you, thank you. All righty. So as my father's always taught me, speech should be short, sweet, and to the point. So here goes nothing, guys. All righty. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the commencement ceremony of the graduating class of 2018. It's an honor and a privilege to be speaking in front of all of you on this wonderful, spectacular, and as you guys have experienced, windy day that we've all been waiting for since the day we began even considering if college was the next appropriate step in our lives. There are numerous words and phrases that have come up as students make their way through college, some of which I'm not going to repeat while, all these eyes are on me and there's babies in the room, so. However, the high amount of tenacity we've all had to get over this educational roller coaster is what led us to this specific moment in time. Along with tenacity, there are two other words that I would like to share with all of you today that I've experienced throughout these last 2 years. Charles Darwin states that it's not the strongest or the most intelligent who will survive in this world, but those who can best manage change. And I'd like to thank Miss Pat Lopez for that because she was my biology teacher and that was all that was about. So I'd like to thank her for that. So the second word that has helped me substantially throughout these past 2 years has been the idea of change. Everyone has unexpected changes that occur throughout their lives. A loved one passes away, starting a family, a sudden family crisis, or even starting to actually pay for a proper education that could all fall under this category of change. It's the idea of adapting and evolving from this change that will make any individual brighter and stronger for what has yet to come. Now, lastly, this final word may sound a little uneasy and hard to take in and own up to, but I personally have found it to be quite applicable when it comes to problem solving or just everyday life in general. It's the idea of humility. There's a wonderful quote that states, "The greatest friend of truth is time, her greatest enemy is prejudice, and her constant companion is humility." Charles Caleb Colton's inspiring words get us thinking on just how well truth and humility go hand in hand. It's extremely difficult to have one without the other, unless, of course, the truth is easily defined. It's humility that actually shows each and every one of us how to be modest and humble while also teaching us not to overdo it. Tenacity, adaptability to change, and humility are just a few of many stimulating words and phrases that students use to connect them with their experiences throughout college. Just a few traits like these could help push you in the right direction and maybe even inspire others whom you find yourself close to in the near future. On a final note, on behalf of the entire graduating class of 2018, we'd like to thank the faculty and staff of Northland Pioneer College for all of their support in assisting each and every one of us to where we are right here, right now. So I'd like to give a round of applause. Alrighty, thank you everyone very much for lending me your ears for a few minutes. God bless, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2018. Thank you.
See, I told you. Mercedes, as a token of appreciation for all your hard work, the college would like to present you with this Crystal NPC Eagle. Our next speaker, the outstanding graduate and associate of general studies, Ms. Marletha Ann Ballou.
Yat shik is do shidene, she Marletha Ann Ballou, yenshe. Hanagatni dene nishle, a she dene bahashchin, my dishkije dene dishiche, twabandene deshanala, ako et ego dene asa nishle. Hello, my friends, my family, and my people. My name is Marletha Ann Ballou. I am from the One Walks Around clan. I am born for the Salt clan. My maternal grandpa is from the Coyote Pass Jimenez clan, and my paternal grandpa is from the Water's Edge clan. That's how I am a woman. Thank you all for being here today to support your graduate as you've done so many times before. I'm sure the words of encouragement that you gave to your child, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, has helped them to this moment here today. I know my family and friends said the right words just when I needed it. There's many times when I thought, well, I'll take another break and I won't finish this. But my coworkers, they've always encouraged me. Beulah and Kim and Todd and Jennifer, they told me, you can do this, just keep going. So that's what I've done. I've kept going. Without their support and encouragement, I know that I would have prolonged this day far into the future. But today is a day that we graduates, all of us, have been working so hard towards. My path to this moment has taken many different turns that always led me back to continuing my education. So for myself, this moment for me is surreal. No matter a person's age, ethnicity, gender, a higher education is always a positive possibility. I say positive possibility because a higher education can lead to many positive possibilities. Whether that is a higher paying job or transferring to university, we each now have the possibility of doing more with the education we have earned. The world becomes an open door to many more positive possibilities. And I keep saying positive because when you get a higher education, that's something positive in your life. You've been working so hard, so just continue taking that positivity that you have and just keep going forward with it. So never give up on your goals and dreams of doing more with the higher education or taking that first step towards working on your future degree. As NPC logo says, transform your life. So when you get a higher education, you can transform your life. So I encourage each one of you, if you have that desire to get a higher education, go for it. Don't let anything stand in your way. I would also like to thank all the professors who I had classes with who have encouraged me and said, you can get it, you can do it. I appreciate you, and I thank each one of you. You're very awesome.
Some of you probably owe Marletha an extra round of applause because my guess is she processed your financial aid application too. Marletha, as a token of the college's appreciation for all your hard work, on both for you and on behalf of other students, we'd like to present you with this Crystal NPC Eagle. Our final outstanding graduate speaker is the Associate of Applied Science outstanding graduate, Ms. Pamela A. Dominguez.
Cara Burnett said it best when she said, "Only I can change my life. No one can do it for me." Northland Pioneer College gave me the opportunity to do just that, change my life. I found myself one morning with the realization of, what do I do now? My children are leaving the nest. What am I going to do with a high school diploma with the job market so competitive? I needed to make myself marketable and have an edge. The answer was on the side of the road: college. College is my marketing tool, and a degree with honors is my edge. The first step is always the hardest. It takes courage to start a new path. I thought I would try one semester to see how well I would do. I studied hard, hoping to get a passing grade. To my amazement, I received all A's. I was hooked. I was more determined than ever to finish with a degree. Along my journey, I, like many of you, have faced many obstacles that could have deterred me off my path. Through perseverance and determination, I kept on my path. I've had wonderful support during my journey. I'd like to thank my family and friends for their understanding and encouragement. And when I say family, that includes the family I have at Northland Pioneer College. Now that this journey is coming to a crossroads, there are several paths that I can take. These opportunities would never have happened if I had not taken the first step. I gave this speech 8 years ago when I finished my 3rd degree. I now work at Northland Pioneer College. I've continued with my college education and expanded my opportunities. I just finished my 5th degree. No matter what stage in life you're in, I would hope that my journey might inspire someone to change their life. Thank you.
Pam, as a token of the college's appreciation for all your hard work through the years, we'd like to present you with this Crystal NPC Eagle. This year, Northland Pioneer College had 12 members of the Arizona contingent of the All-USA academic team. All 12 members have received full tuition scholarships to their choice of the 3 Arizona State universities. 8 of those team members are with us today. Team members, would you please come forward and stand to my right in alphabetical order? And by the way, we'll see how smart they really are if they can get in alphabetical order. When your name is called: Quidi Aguilar, Chelsea Anchando, Rosalia James Burr, Amanda Louise Hatch, Brianna Dawn Jackery, Tirza Harumi Jessup. Tracy Reedhead. And Madison St. Hilaire. And while our recipients are coming on stage, I will note that Amanda Hatch was also selected as a National Silver Scholar by Phi Theta Kappa. I think Queedy kind of made him run out of room. The President's Scholars Program was developed to encourage and enable students with high scholastic achievement to experience unique enrichment opportunities and a greater academic challenge. As an academic program, it entails an honors colloquium class, which is a theme-based course designed to enhance the critical inquiry of a particular theme from a variety of academic viewpoints. Students who are graduating from the program have maintained a 3.5 grade point average or better and have demonstrated a great willingness to explore many different themes, along with ideas and worldviews that challenge their own. President's Scholars are distinguished today by a gold medallion and ribbon. Phi Theta Kappa, founded in 1918, is the International Honor Society for Community College Students. The organization recognizes and encourages outstanding scholarly achievement. NPC Phi Theta Kappa members often engage in community service projects and scholarly pursuits. They are dedicated to various academic activities and are role models to their peers. Phi Theta Kappa members are distinguished by gold stoles with the Phi Theta Kappa emblem to signify their achievements. Each year, many veterans of the armed forces participate in higher education. Veterans of the armed services are denoted by a red, white, and blue cord. This year, we have 5 veterans participating in the commencement ceremony. Graduates, I think we have tortured you long enough. It's now time. Will the candidates for the Associate of Arts degree please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Navajo County Community College District Governing Board Chair and members, President Swarthout, upon recommendation of the faculty of Northland Pioneer College, I present the candidates for the degree Associate of Arts. Will the recipients of the Associate of Arts degree please come forward to be recognized?
Madison St. Hilaire, graduating with high distinction. Lance Wayne Kutzkova, Jr. Josh Harding Sidney. Kellen Poling Yumtua, graduating as a PTK member. Dakota C. Chi. Tyra June Holiday. Samantha Renee Harrison. James Callum Button. Colin Morgan. Sabrina Haley Stock, graduating with distinction with an Associate of Arts degree and also a Certificate of Applied Science and Practical Nursing. Cassidy Arlene McClure, graduating with an Associate of Arts degree and a Certificate of Applied Science and Practical Nursing. Erica J. Tiwa. Chelsea A. Anchando, graduating with distinction, a PTK member, an Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Amanda Louise Hatch, graduating with high distinction, PTK member, graduating with an Associate of Arts and Certificate of Applied Science and Practical Nursing. Liam McVeigh. Ronada C. Salt, graduate with Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Molly K. Ottman, graduating with Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Brianna April Myers, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Alexis Butler, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Tanisha Marie Gomez. Marley Lily Ann Lupi. Cadell Javon Smith, graduating with Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Laura M. Kohler, graduating with distinction, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education. Tirza Harumi Jessup, graduating with distinction, PTK member, Associate of Arts in Elementary Education.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Business please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Navajo County Community College District Governing Board Chair and members, President Swarthout, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Northland Pioneer College, I present the candidates for the degree Associate of Business. Will the recipients of the Associate of Business degree please come forward to be recognized?
Queetlawak Aguilar, graduating with high distinction, PTK member, graduating with an Associate of Arts and an Associate of Business degree. Jenya James. Taryn M. Baha.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Science please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Navajo County Community College District Governing Board Chair and members, President Swarthout, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Northland Pioneer College, I present the candidates for the degree Associate of Science. Will the recipients of the Associate of Science degree please come forward to be recognized?
Mercedes Fabach, graduating with high distinction, PTK. William Bender. Christian Brendan Young, graduating with an Associate of Science and an Associate of Applied Science Medical Assistant. John Clark. Nicholas Haynes. Graduating as a PTK member. Katarina Ann Marie Weems, a President's Scholar. Shanoa Stacy. Anna Maxwell, graduating with high distinction. Ryan Tyler Keone.
Will the candidates for the Associate of General Studies please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Navajo County Community College District Governing Board Chair and members, President Swarthout, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Northland Pioneer College, I present the candidates for the degree Associate of General Studies. Will the recipients of the Associate of General Studies degree please come forward to be recognized?
Marletha Ann Ballou. Letha Maria Sangster. Jessica Leah Roberts. Morgan Angel Smith. Charmaine Tia Quintero. Kelly Nicole Sample. Daniel David Groneveld. Casey Maisel Gray, graduating with distinction with degrees in welding, Associate of General Studies, and a Certificate of Applied Science in Welding. Doreen Stacy Lester.
Will the candidates for the Associate of Applied Sciences please stand and remain standing until the degree is conferred? Navajo County Community College District Governing Board Chair and members, President Swarthout, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Northland Pioneer, I present the candidates for the degree Associate of Applied Science. Will the recipients of the Associate of Applied Science degree please come forward to be recognized?
Pamela A. Dominguez, graduating with high distinction, PTK member. Maria Danica Gazelle Abalon Lobaton, graduating with high distinction, PTK member with degrees in Associate of Arts and Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Kimberly Brimhall, graduating with high distinction with degrees in cosmetology. Tracy Reedhead, graduating with high distinction. Lucinda Alisa Jensen. Rosemary Pearl Land, graduating with an Associate of Applied Science and Certificate of Applied Science in Automotive Technology. Madison Christina Storms, graduating with distinction. Karina Aloina Moore, graduating with distinction, PTK member with Associate of Applied Science degrees in Business Accounting and Business Management and Leadership. Nina C. Edison, graduating with distinction. Rosalia James Burr, graduating with distinction, Associate of Applied Science and Certificate of Applied Science in Business Entrepreneurship. Samantha Grace Fitzgerald, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Shelby Mitchell, graduating with Associate of Applied Science and Certificate of Applied Science in Cosmetology. Norman Monroe, Jr. Josenia Carlos No, graduating with distinction. Tyrone Joshua No. Marcus Timothy Johnson. Julia Danielle Turney. Carly J. Barella, graduating with distinction. Kenya Tyler Jones. Dina L., graduating with distinction. Natasha Jean Harvey, graduating with distinction. Tiffany Bess. Skylar G. Jane. Parker Ryan Jane. Seth Allen Jane. Warren Goklish. Tonalisa Evelyn Roberts. Brianna Dawn Jackery, graduating with high distinction. Jenny Ann Brown, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Terlyn S. Pusher. Alexa Diana Palmer, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Keisha Summer Dawn Crank. Christina Elena Caballero, graduating with high distinction, PTK member. Rebecca Louise Richens, graduating with distinction. Dylan Montejano. Alicia Montejano, PTK member. Jacqueline Raquel Lawler. Ashley L. Sisopoulos. She is a veteran. Karen Lee Vaughn, graduating with distinction. Justine Elizabeth Clough, PTK member. Alondra Salazar. Karsten Kemp. He is a veteran, graduating with distinction. Latashalin Black, graduating with high distinction. Velma S. Ketogi. Hazel L. Wilson. John Damian Shepard. He is a veteran. Jennifer Sue Antonelli, graduating with distinction. Hanson DeClay, graduating with distinction. Cherish Francine Lee. Gabrielle Lena Nicole Archibald. Kylie Hoffman, PTK member. Alisa Rose Charlie, graduating with distinction. David Michael Kraus, graduating with distinction. Josiah Levi Maxwell, graduating with distinction. Isaac William Brewer. Seth R. Hamlin, graduating with distinction. Beverly White. Kira Saray Yazi, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Anthony C. Sanchez, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Tiffany Patterson, graduating with distinction, PTK member. Naomi Gonzalez. Justin Richard Garcia, graduating with high distinction. Dana Rodney Casador. He is a veteran. Laura N. Jackson. Kevin J. Jimmy. He is a veteran graduating with distinction. Rebecca Lynn Yazi. Lydia Ann Waite, graduating with distinction.
Will the candidates for certificates of applied science and certificates of proficiency please stand and remain standing until your certificates are conferred? Navajo County Community College District Governing Board Chair and members, President Swarthout, upon the recommendation of the faculty of Northland Pioneer College, I present the candidates for certificates of applied science and proficiency. Will the recipients of certificates of applied science and proficiency please come forward to be recognized?
Carolyn Javier. Cynthia Horneber, graduating with a certificate, high distinction. Henry Brian Burabode Antonis, graduating with distinction. Shalia Sinjini, graduating with a certificate, high distinction. This is Joseph Christopher Burt, graduating with a certificate of high distinction. Ramona Lynn Langham. Moon Star Hart. Shelby Hall, graduating with her certificate with high distinction. Bradley Orlowski. Rachel Lauren Cavey. She is a veteran. Rebecca Page Holland. Teresa Marie Burris. Cheyenne Leah Tahi. Taylor Ann Hinton. Monica Carrasco. Addison Webb. Casey Vera Palmer. Skylar McCabe Hughes. Missy Millsap. Cheyenne Renee Plum. Victoria Lynn Graham. Delaney Ashton Stock. Caitlin Brandt. Linda Torres. Veronica Gonzalez. Fallon Emily Walker.
We're done. Okay. Would all candidates for degrees and certificates please firmly grasp the tassel on your mortarboard and move it from the right to the left so that we can all tell your graduates, congratulations. In concluding this commencement ceremony, I would like to invite you to take part in a reception for our graduates. The reception will begin immediately following the ceremony in the middle school multipurpose room just behind this building. There is a recycle bin on the table near the ticket booth as you exit the auditorium. Please drop any unneeded programs in the bin so we may recycle them. The stage and auditorium will be available for photographs immediately after the conclusion of the ceremony. On behalf of the students, faculty, and staff of Northland Pioneer College, we thank you for your attendance and support. Now, will you please stand and remain standing while first our guests on the stage, then the faculty, and finally our 2018 graduates leave the building. Thank you very much.